Space. The final frontier. Here we are again. Ah, time to get some of these weapons done. Spice. Spice. The spice must flow. How we doing? How's things? Welcome back to another stream. We're going to be doing some cosmic exploration. There's a shocker. We've got less than 2 weeks to go until Shades Triangle. Super hyped for that. Getting into the groove of things, obviously with cosmic, getting used to doing fates and things, all that sort of stuff. And we are very close to finishing off our tools and then working on the behemoth of a task, which will be to work on some points for the I don't know, for the patch series. Honestly, I'm going to work through the 500k achievement for the mount over the course of this expansion. I'm certainly not going to rush to do it, but I am not going to sit still either. And when Shades Triangle comes out, we'll be doing that field instance non-stop, and we'll be streaming the crap out of it. So yes, because I presume a lot of the rewards that I need to do videos on are locked behind it, and I want to get all of the relic weapons, and I want to get all of the blah 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 blah, insert here. So let's get to it. We're on the moon, on Ragnarok, on Chaos Data Center, which is still fairly behind a lot of other people if we look at the cosmic exploration doodad. Europe is doing okay, I guess. Some places, obviously, Light is doing better than Chaos. There's a surprise. And on Chaos Data Center, Rag is sort of middle of the road in terms of progress. Oceanic, Ravana actually got to level 10, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see. Oceanic has obviously got the fail states, where if you fail twice on a fate, it will auto level up. So it will eventually get there, but obviously things are a little bit rougher. But Ravana's actually doing really good. I'm pleased. I am pleased. Meanwhile, on North America, it's like looking into a completely different dimension, or at least for the most part. Dynamis is still quite far behind, but that's not really a shock either. Crystal's doing pretty good, but Ether is, wow. I mean, yeah, Cactuar's progress on this thing has taken so long, which fills me with dread, quite honestly. The energization station and hydrification station preparation stage has taken, like, forever for them to level through. And that's scary because the people on Cactuar have been ahead by, like, 3 levels most of the time. So this is terrifying for somebody who lives on a lower population server to look at. That the higher pop servers that with people actually doing things are struggling to get this done within like weeks. So my estimate of whether or not we would see all 16 stages done before Shades Triangle, maybe not. Honestly, maybe not. Japan, yeah. I mean, Tombree's the closest, really, with their stage 12, but and Bahamut, I guess. Yeah, but for the most part, EU, at least on the Chaos side, is hanging in there, but Oceanic is still struggling along with Dynamis on North America. So yeah, there's that. So we're going to do some crafting stuff, so let's get off of my stupid samurai with my crappy little glam, and let's get cracking. We're going to do macros and things. So it's a chill out stream. If anybody wants to talk about anything, let me know. Bring it up. I don't mind. We can have a bit of a banter whilst we do some crafting. And as I can say, we've got 2 left to do. We got to level 6 armorer last time. We got level 2 goldsmith. So yeah, I would say we could probably almost definitely finish armorer on this stream. If not, do a little bit of goldsmithing if time allows for it. Stream's a little bit later than I would have liked, but it is what it is. Right then, with that being said, let's work on some of these missions. I've still got to level up my classes. I still do not have everything at 100. We did all of this, aside from 12 turn-ins at a custom delivery client. Aside from that, all of the levels from 90 to 100 for all of these have been done on the moon, which is actually, yeah, it's been frustrating, though, to be perfectly honest. The EXP gain is okay, but it's the actual macros and stuff that you have to keep redoing every time you level up, because your stellar missions scale with each level that you get. So it's actually quite a struggle to actually keep up with those. So if you were actually leveling your stuff to 100, I would not advise doing it in here unless you like remaking macros every 2 levels. But it is one of those things. So we're going to smash out a few of these things. We can finish off this tier, get to number 7. As for 8 and 9, we will have to be 100. So let's have a look what we've got. I made some macros last time, if I remember correctly. I do not know. Yeah, so I made like armor stuff here. So there's this stuff. So we've got habitation storage, which I believe I did last time. We need food buff. Kablip. Kavish. Guess why not? Also going to pop a Tisane. Or Tisane. I don't know how you pronounce that. Did I have the lockers? Egg. Yes, that answers my question. It's a 2916. I don't think we made one, did we? So let's make one. D2916. DU70. So we need habitat locker for level 96. Level 96. And then habitat locker. Locker. The armorer. Make sure we haven't ticked any abilities we don't have. Hey Rosu, how we doing? There is a lot of streams. There'll be lots more, hopefully. Going forward. Sorry, my multitasking is awful. Right, I can talk now. I've made a macro. Hey Themo, how we doing? Oh boy, the 11 to 12 fate is just clicking on stuff, not changing battery, charging batteries. Variety? Oh no. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Hope you're doing well, Mio. I'm good, thank you. I'm just plowing along, trying to get this done, and in preparation for other stuff. This is not the right stats that I put into this, clearly. Okay, point taken. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. All right, you know what? I guess we're going to need to get rid of food buff to do that one, in which case we're not going to waste it. We'll just do a different one. So material tool, we've got material tool, right? Lunar alloy bars and stuff. And that's for the alembic. So yeah, okay, this should work. Unless it's broken in the last like level. Your insomnia is finally going away? Oh, nice to hear. It's always a good thing to hear. So we've got a red alert in a minute, apparently. That's good. Might be able to make some progress on either armor or goldsmithing through that. We've got 2 red alert macros set up already. They might be a bit out of date, but they should work. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Okay, it's slightly broken, but not fully broken. That's what we like to see. So what are people doing this fine Friday evening? I know it's not really the day to stream. We've looked at analytics before and realized that not really many people can be bothered with a Friday stream, but I thought we'd do a short one anyway and just make a little bit of progress. Just put out a couple of videos today, and yeah, we've got some other things to do. Let me know any feedback, by the way, that you have for the unboxing videos, because I will gladly take it on board. It's my first time doing a kind of photography setup for that sort of stuff. The last time I did photography work realistically was in college, where I did an NCFE in photography, but honestly I'm limited to what we have, what we can afford, so we shall see if we can push that a bit further. There's a Fran. You're just in time for a red alert, Franny. which I will be doing in a moment, hopefully. I think this macro is too old now. Yikes. It should still work. It's got like 5 groundworks in there, 4 groundworks. It might break, actually. In fact, it did break. Okay, cool. That was a really bad mistake. All right, well, let's not waste any time when there's EXP. I'll have to remake the macros then, because they're completely balked. Let's see. We've got ourselves... This is the goldsmithing one. Okay. Which is where exactly? All the way over there. I think we have a macro for lighting repair tools. I'm not sure. Just listening to you chilling after work. Nice to have something like relic farming in the background for cozy vibes. Well, I hope your evening goes well. And I hope work wasn't too stressful. But yeah. And the thing is, we get to replace all of this with combat-related relics very soon. Which is going to be even more exciting for me personally. Lots more hands-on, lots more fates and things to do. Right, did I make a macro for this? And is it going to work? It should work. Because I don't think we even leveled up once, did we, on this? No. Alright, cool. Might as well do this. Get some EXP and points. I think we could probably get Goldsmith up. Just casually. But yeah, hello to YouTube as well. I hope everyone's okay over there. Did you guys see, by the way, that Blue Protocol isn't dead? So you know how I was saying how much of a disappointment it was that how much I tried to play that game and I got banned from the Japanese-only servers multiple times for creating new accounts and trying to play. And they didn't want any outsiders. And I filmed as much as I could, and then they closed the servers. Like, fully. The game was cancelled. Well, it's actually back. Which I was surprised to see. It's actually on Steam right now for wishlist. And they've got a new trailer and things, a new company. Looks like they sold the rights and all of the code and stuff, so... Yeah, that's definitely a game we're going to try out. Apparently it's got a 2025 release date, or at least estimate. Not an actual date, but... Yeah, I do like my anime-inspired action MMOs. I still will never forgive Terra Online for disappearing, because I thought that was a good game. It's a shame what they did with it, in terms of monetization, but... It was a good game. Realistically, I enjoyed it. Lighting repair. Looks like the gathering stuff's been done before. Hey, Ida Baron, how's things? Hope you are well. Where's the collection point? There it is. It's that point there. How goes it? Oop, that's the wrong timing for that. Bum 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 bum. Final Fantasy VII streams too? You'll be on the RA in a second. RA? Finishing carpentry quests that's shared with mining. Ooh, I like the sequential missions. They're fun. Oh, red alert. Right. I have a really bad understanding of abbreviations sometimes, so I apologize. You're almost done with carpentry in 2 or 3 days. Nice. Well, like in terms of points, or are we talking tools, or what's your goal for your carpenter? Bam, bam. Oh, the tools, nice. Yeah, it's probably the best idea to spread it out a little bit rather than doing it within a 4-hour period, I suppose. But just want to get it done personally as quick as I can and as much as time allows. Tools only take 2 hours once I got 150%. Nice. That's good. Definitely seem to be limited by the speed of macros and macro creation and also levels. See, the thing is, if I had everything 100 before I came into this content, I'm fairly sure I would have probably be in the same position as you. But I just didn't bother leveling them. So we did everything here for the most part. But honestly, it's probably made it more worthwhile for me, if that makes sense. We're not in the same instance. I'm in instance 1, I think. If curious. But by all means, try and make the most out of the last 12 minutes. All your jobs have the same stats, so macros work on them all. Nice. Yeah. That's the problem with leveling. It's making new macros every time you level up. The goal is, once I've got everything to 100 for the crafters, I'm just going to delete all of the macros and just make all of the A rank ones. And then I can do that as well for points. I can just interchange them between the jobs. Classes, rather. But for now, I can't because, like, the stat requirements for a level 93 mission are not the same as a 90 mission that aren't the same as a 95 mission. Yes, it's stressful. Dun, dun. You just gotta kick it back and enjoy. I still think that the Mamorja Society quest not coming out before this was a mistake. Because then I would have had something still left to level, but I'm not gonna have that left to level in a couple of weeks. I suppose it pushes me to get the achievements and stuff done though. Lord knows I could do with some more achievement points. My achievement score is awful. That is a very low number. That's lower than I expected to finish this part of the year with. I need to work on some more achievement points. Need to grind some achievements. I love a new display. It's got a lot of room for improvement though. Mostly the sheet inside is an absolute pain in the butt to get to go flat. So I might have to put some weights on it or something so that it stays. You got an achievement score of 13205. Exactly. Everybody has a higher achievement score than me. Mine is less than yours. Oh, yeah. True. Well, how long have you been playing the game? That's the real question though, Alien, right? Because that's probably the excuse, quite honestly. My excuse is I haven't got one. I've played for, like, what, 11 years or so now, or whatever it's been. And that's all I've got. Mid Shadowbringers. Exactly. Exactly. That is actually quite a lot of points for a mid Shadowbringers character. That's awesome. Beam me up, Scotty. Order beam. There's life here. But not as we know it. How are we doing, Angry? You don't, but I don't hunt them? See, the thing is, I originally said I don't hunt achievement points, but then they just kind of end up being one of the goals when there's nothing else to do. Like, it comes towards the end of an expansion, like the last expansion, and I was like, well, what am I going to do? Oh, well, there's relic weapons that I didn't get. Okay, let's do those. Oh, there's titles I didn't get. Oh, let's get those. And before you know it, you know, you've got a ton of things on your wish list. I mean, I still don't have all of the tank mounts, for example. That is serious slackiness. Serious slackiness. I need to arrange like an evening where we do Deltascape or something and spam it, but Palace of the Dead Necromancer. I would like to get that, but the points aren't worth the grind at the moment. It's on my list of things to do after everything else is easy. Oh my god. No, don't do the... It's like I still have stuff in the battle section, right? Like, this stuff. Like, there are fates that I'm not sure I can be bothered to go in for. Like, that's the special fate in Thingy. Special Terras Force. Apparently I never did that, even though I'm fairly sure I did. But there we go. Dangerous Grounds, Evil Seed. You know, that's what, 60 points already? And then we've got 10,000 Fates. That's doable. But to be fair, this will probably get done in the next combat-related field instance. If we're perfectly honest with ourselves, that's going to be kind of easy to do. Yeah, the high-end duties as Paladin stuff. I need to be bothered to play Paladin, which is rough. Oh yeah, and there's the new ones, or relatively new ones. Oh, and then there's the Blue Mage stuff, which is what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 55... There's like 100 points there. Maybe more. Yeah. I got this one, though. I'm proud of that one, or maybe I shouldn't be proud of that one. So that's quite scary, actually. 10,000 dungeons. And then there's the mentor stuff I've never done. And then I've never finished Palace of the Dead. Like, never finished Palace of the Dead. Accursed Horde stuff. There's a lot I haven't done in this game, which is terrifying. It's a game I'll probably never end up completing, which is absolutely fine. Oh yeah, completely skipped those 6 streams as well for Mount Ordeals and stuff. Forgot about those. Lots to do. You wish there was more we could do with achievement score? The amount of times that a lot of people, including myself, have complained about that. I hold on to the copium that one day they will add something. But it is copium. You did it because it looked like an interesting thing to do, not different from normal gameplay. I want to do it, but I think I'll work retroactively, Steve, because if I'm going to do a solo deep dungeon, I want to start with Orthos and then go backwards. Or actually even Heaven on High, because it's easier. Do Heaven on High first, then do Once and True, Future King, or whatever the title is, and then Necro. And then we've got another one coming out in 7.3, so They did add new faceware, that's true. The other reason I want to do Palace of the Dead now, I've actually got a reason to do so, is because there's one portrait I don't own. For the video, I had to use a picture, like a PNG, from one of the guide websites. I don't own all of the things, which makes me itchy. Uranus is one. You're the most colourful crafter in town. Ooh. Very nice. Have you seen Fashion Report started to use the Cosmic Exploration dyes already? I was like, whoa, what is a metallic pink doing there? But I suppose, you know, level 10 and above. But it does mean you have to have a level 80 though. Well, a level 90. So yeah, I was a little bit confused by that. Like, level locked dyes being used in Fashion Report is a little bit weird to me, but oh well. You're currently working on a 500k achievement for this shit? Elegantly put. I'm about 72,000 for carp. Hey, that's good. I'll try and get 100k for each job before the next planet. That is a very, very cool goal. I like that. I wouldn't dare to have a goal as lofty as that personally, because I know what I'm like with content. Something new comes out and I disappear and do that instead. But I'll try to get them done before the end of the expansion, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Hopefully. Let's use the word hopefully. I can see how it's getting to you, Elliot. Tell us how you truly think. This shit. I don't even have to ask you how you're finding it. I already know. Tell me one thing though. Did you do a Pteranodon? And how do you feel it compares? I would say it's probably, I mean, I haven't even got anywhere on the points, right? But I would say already this seems easier. Because there's not any items I have to gather or purchase. 420,000 on Fisher, almost done with the gatherers. What the heck, Thermo? What the heck? And I can finally chill before Croissant Isle. Yeah, I think you can, yeah. Damn, that's impressive. So here's the thing, Thermo, right? When you complete your 500k achievement, I'll do the video and I'll film you, yeah? Because it's going to take me the rest of the expansion, probably a little bit longer to do that. I did that last time, actually. I had to film a friend of mine, Amatsu, who was crazy enough to do the Pteranodon. And then it took me like 6 months later past the expansion to get anywhere. Fortunately, some of it will happen naturally as we progress tools. True, but probably not like 300k points. Probably. Wow, you are very colourful. Damn. Ida Baron, I could see you a mile off. Looks like somebody sneezed paint on you. Like, achoo! Have all the colours. It's cool. It's groovy. I like it. I like the slippers. They're very nice. Does Meoni still keep up with the Island Sanctuary, or are the animals dying? They're probably dying because I haven't been to them in a while. The reason is I stole all of their currency and left them for dead so I can get over, well, I had over 3,000 high cordials. And now I'm kind of less interested. It's like the meme of Island Sanctuary gets thrown in the bin and Cosmic Exploration gets picked up. I don't want to play with you anymore. I've got all of the stuff there. I haven't got all of the achievements there though. I feel outdone. I feel like we need to make a multicolored glamour now. Hug. Hug. Teleportation. Oh shit, we're capped on currencies. Oops. Used and abused their animals. I named them silly things and I've left them to death. I named one after my friend who quit the game. So he's probably dead, yeah. Dear. Do you want to see my island sanctuary? You want to see how neglected it is? I'll show you. God, it's been a while since we've been here. It's like a week. It's like a whole week. All right, here we go. The Neopet feels are about to come back. Oh, Neopets. Let's see, are they all dead? Yes, kind of. Well, actually, yeah, they're dead. Oh, yeah, they're all dead. Yeah, they're all dead. Look, we got Jeff, Gary, Varrock, Barry, Lemmy, after Lemmy Killmeister, Red Boy, Cheese Doodle, Jennifer, P-Rock, because he looks like a rock made of P. We've got Harold, Mr. Chicken, Billy Bob Joe Jeff. There's James, who recently quit the game. Ruby, Buffy the Buffalo, as opposed to the Vampire Slayer. We've got Zinger Stacker Burger, because I've threatened to turn him into a burger when he was misbehaving. Got Morgana. Steal Your Emotions, I forgot about that one. I remember that. That's named after someone as well. Meteor Face and Paul of Paradise. Because why not? Wait, what? Oh, I'm out of calories. Oh, hold on. Are we really going to do this? No, they die. They die. Oh, but my gathering though. Oh. Oh, we don't have a currency. You know what? This was a mistake coming here. I can't be bothered. I used all of the currency, and now I can't. Look, minus 300 a day. Yeah, this content's dead to me. Yeah, let's leave. Let's leave. And never return. That's basically how it feels. Just leave them for dead. It's too much effort. Red Boy. Yeah. Oh, he's red. Right, I need to mute that before we get a copyright strike for this music in this area. There we go. That's better. Even though remains aren't good enough for you. I mean, what am I going to use them on? I can't bottle all of their stuff into cordials. Maybe I can, actually. Look, if we run out of cordials, then we'll farm them again. Maybe. I'll think about it. Oh, wow. Look at these holy timed missions, Batman. Jeez. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Wrong one. Armor. Oh yeah, I need to remake the macros for this, don't I? Because they're brokens. They are very brokens. But to do so, I need the natural stats of a level 96 armor. So, what we got? We got 3996, 3996, 3881, yeah. 595, yeah. Level 96. What is it that we're making? Lunar alloy. Armor. And we put the food back on. Kablamo. And then copy pasta. That one's dead. Wait, that's alchemy brick. No, not that one. That one. Is that one? Yeah, that one. PU25. And then the alembic. Is going to be completely different as well. Did the first stage on the island, and that was where I stopped. And I enjoyed the island. Genuinely, I thought it was cool. Oh, it was a two-parter. Oh, it probably was going to work. That's fine. By the way, Meoni, 3 more bars and we move on. Yeah, in theory, but those 3 more bars could happen at like 4 in the morning. Well, they won't. That won't happen tomorrow, will it? We'll get like a bar a day, so it's going to be Sunday or Monday before we rank up, I think. Yo, Loka, how we doing? How was your stream? What did you get up to today? Hope you had a good stream. We're just chilling out and crafting things and doing the crafty thing. Nothing too crazy, but hi, how you doing? You went back to your island and started up again so you could buy dyes? Valid, honestly. Those weather-based missions give a chunk of points. 1580 for gold? Wow, that's a lot. One would have to do 63 of those missions to get 100k. 63 of those isn't too bad though. That's good maths. But yeah, welcome on in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, I make crappy YouTube videos and stream sometimes on Twitch and YouTube. And at the minute, we're heavily stuck in the grind of cosmic exploration. And we're on the last 2 tools that we need to do. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all enjoying your Friday or whatever time zone it might be. It's that dead. Yeah, it is that dead on Rag, yeah. You're on Siren. We just finished the next base upgrade. It was scarily close. We finished with just under 30 seconds left. Whoa. At least you didn't fail though. You're good. We were crafting also, but in real life. You were crocheting a sunflower? What? I need to see this now. Well, that's cool. If you need to do anything post-stream, don't let me keep you. But I hope you're well. Hello. Moon stuff. How is the station looking now? Yeah. On my server, not good. Not good. No, not good. Meoni ASMR. The ASMR of me using pliers on a piece of wood that's invisible. Oh, Invisiwood. But yeah, the other handicap that I gave myself is I didn't bother to level my crafting and gathering classes to 100. So I'm having to remake macros every single level, and we've had to do that for every single one of them. They were all 90 before we came in here, so it's taking me a little bit longer than it should have. But, you know, we're just smashing them out. Metal plating. Do I have that one? D1 890. I think it's that one. It's just leveled up a bit. This might break. Yeah, I think this is going to break. What level is Cactuar now? Cactuar is nearly finished with energization station and hydrification station preparations. Mouthful. They're a bar away. So on their server, 1 bar is like 4 hours. On my server, 1 bar is 3 days, two days sometimes. But this one has taken a long time to go through, so I'm guessing it's harder. I'm guessing. Oh, it worked. Nice. You're on Cactuar? Nice. Siren beat Cactuar? No. Wait. No. No, that's the start of 12. And this is the end of 12. Was last to 12. You want to see something sad? That's depressing, dude. I really feel bad for Oceanic and, I guess, Dynamis. And I feel sorry for myself, because we're not really going very, very fast either. Compared to Light, Chaos is dead. Very dead. Europe is... Yeah, Europe. The progress page prioritizes your server now? Yeah, it does, yeah. If you're logged in. I mean, we're getting there, but... pain, suffering. Sure, Meoni, rub it in. What? We're all failing together. It's fine. It's fine, Jamie. We can fail together. It's all good. The carpenter tool is yours. Congratulations. That's awesome. Europe is Europe. I feel like it's something only Europeans will understand. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's like saying... meh, really? It doesn't get any better. It doesn't really get much worse. It's just there. It exists, I guess. You're on RAG and a lot of your FC stopped going there once the tools were done. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that once the tools are done, they can't be bothered. And that's fine. That's valid. Quite honestly, I would do the same. But I don't want to. I want to work on these points that I have none of. Like, this is pitiful, but we have been leveling. That's my only excuse. But these are rookie numbers. Compared to Femo in chat, who's on, what, what did you say, 400,000 on Fisher? Which is like... eye-wateringly painful to look at. Meoni isn't 999,909 on what? I don't think the cap is there a cap? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. It doesn't say like a number out of, does it? So maybe? No idea. You're doing botany on the moon? Fran. Leave the trees alone. What the heck? It's easy to collect, get collectibles. What? Did I max the firmament? Max the firmament? No. I got just what was needed and left. Is there a max? Or was it just 500k? I can't remember. No, it wasn't, because it went above that. I've no idea what the cap is, actually. Yeah, I'm capped on blue credits. There's not really too much to do with them, though. I mean, we could get a pilot ticket in a minute, I guess. Maybe spin some garbage. Get you the outfit? Oh, okay. We can do that. Are you going to spend your max currency, or are you so rich you don't care? I mean, tell me something that's worth gil, that's worthwhile. Because the mount isn't. I've won like 9 mounts so far in this content, and they're like worth 100k. I missed the first day sales, so not really worth it anymore. The dies, I guess, but I've been saving those for myself for videos, so nothing is worth any gil at the minute. It's worth nothing. Just save it and wait for people to quit the content, I guess. I don't want to do that pilot application this time. Right, so we've got 9 spins. Let's see if we can get a Cosmo suit then. Nope. No. Crap. Lovely. Next, 8 more spins. They're both awful. This one, I guess. Yep, that's pretty bad. Cool. 7 more spins. I want a metallic ruby red. That's the only thing I want there. Nope. Cool. 6 more spins. Where's the mount? Guess we can throw that in the retainer or something. Oh, no, never mind. Spring Meadow partition again. 5 more spins. How big is the segment? It's bigger. Okay, we'll go for that one. Higher chance of getting it, I guess. Nope. 4 more spins. Cosmo suit is finally on there. Okay, let's see if we can get it. For Fran, let's see if Fran's RNG is any good. Probably not. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da, bum. Nope. Have a pudding instead. Cosmo suit. Okay. Nope. 2 more spins. Oh, never mind. Oh, what? Thanks, I guess, game. It knows I subconsciously asked for dies, I guess. One last chance at a suit for Fran, then. Where she gets completely screwed. You have a spare Cosmo suit? Nice. Aww. Rip. 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 Owned. Beverage stations. Instead of battle stations. I need to make coffee. 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 The game said no. I know, right? Oh yeah, there was another mount that I have there. These bloody partitions, dude. Ugh, inventory's full of crap again. Not terribly surprising, is it? That's the old macro. Okay. Calculate it, Raphael. Do the work for me. Thank you. If I had to do that manually every single level up, I'd be here till like Christmas, I think. Please clean your inventory, it's killing you. So everything has a place in the inventory, okay? You've got bait for big fish, right, that I still need to work on, because we don't have a bait box, because Square Enix won't give us it. This is... Actually, I have no idea why I've still got all of this stuff in here. No excuse. Stuff for various content. Buffs. Dies for a reason. Yeah, fashion report stuff, I guess. Not really. It's not unclean. Like, if we can press sort, there you go. Is that better? Does that make you feel better? I don't know. I've run out of retainer room. And I'm really glad that this is not like the firmament, so I don't have to worry about inventory space. It's fine. I need like one empty box. The one time you get a Leporic kick your will and it gives you the emote instead of the outfit, you're just cursed, friend. You're cursed. You got a suit coffer if Fran wants one. Everyone's being so generous. I'm sure if Fran goes to like Oceanic, she can meet up with you. I'm not doing that for her though. She can be the bigger person. If she wants it, she can contact you, right? Let's make her do the work. Left side is what you need, right side is for the stuff, quote unquote stuff. But I need all of it. What am I gonna do without the 10 bright orange dyes? What am I gonna do without 3 Cosmo tables? You know? You never know when you need a table. And I've got you covered. Plenty of tables. It's fine. Don't worry. Just don't look at it. It's fine. It's gone. See, look, it can't harm you now. It's not there. It's hidden. Leveling up time. Oh, that's level 7. Still can't do these because we need to get a few more levels. So let's do them as fast as possible. Oh yeah, rover rings. Ring donuts. Nom 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 nom. No squadron manuals, no free teleports, no chocobo noms or glamour prisms. There is definitely glamour prisms in there. And yeah, you are right about the Etherite tickets. Yeah. Squadron manuals are nah, not interested. It's too much effort. Jean comes to the rescue. You need prisms to shower everyone with. We've got some prisms somewhere in here. I can't even see them. There. The Cosmic Exploration ones. We've got 194. And that's after giving some away. Spirit bonding and decreased gear wear and longer food buffs. True. Very true. Instance 1. I believe. Jean gets a shout out because they gave you the outfit. Oh, that's cute. I mean, you had like 4 different offers, friends, so now you have to be the one to apologize for wasting everyone else's time. I jest, but we appreciate generosity. They should really scale those fates if you don't get any pilots. They should scale a lot of things in this game, to be fair. Like the world level up fates, for one. But they don't seem to do that, unfortunately. Oh, nearly level 97. Then it's the slow hump of the next 2 levels. Skill? What skill? Lack thereof. You upgraded your PC and lost all of your cosmic exploration macros. Do you still have access to your old PC? Because you can upload the data on the character select screen. If not, oof, very big oof. Or you gave it to your brother? You could, well, maybe you could just like say, hey, there's one thing I forgot, and get them to press the upload button for you or something. I don't know. I don't know what your relationship's like with your brother, but you gave him a PC, so they gotta help you out now. Say it's a life or death situation. I must do this one thing. That's what I would do. Imagine how devious it would be. Devious it would be if each planet had a 500k mount. It would. It's very unlikely because of the wording where it says cosmic exploration and doesn't specify the moon. Whereas some things are worded to mention the moon specifically. It would be horrific. If it was the case, though. Oh, you formatted it? I mean, I guess you could recreate macros. It's quite easy to do, right? Or use a calculator. It's a time waste, though, isn't it, really? Right, there's that level. More rover rings. We're nearly there. 3 more levels, and then we get to completely annihilate the last 2 stages of the tour. Oh, so warm. So warm at like 10 o'clock at night. What the heck? Out of context, that sounds very strange, Naz. Had to open the window again. Didn't think I'd have to open windows at like 10 PM, but there we go. It's 95 out there. I'm presuming you mean Fahrenheit and not centigrade, because that would be interesting. It's 95C outside. I think I'll stay inside then. 35C? Bloody hell. What time is it where you are, Naz? I have no reference for what time of day it is where you are. 3:50, well, so 4 PM. Huh. That's hot. It's very hot. Do, 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 do. It's supposed to be 101 tomorrow. So 40 degrees. What? You didn't format it yet? Nice. Nice. Saved by the speed of your panic. Did you like run straight in there? We're like, don't reset the PC. Gets hotter where you are in the summertime. You're not a fan? Oh, I see what you did there. You're not a fan. Yeah, because if you were, you wouldn't be as hot. Palm Springs. Oh, wow. I'm trying to remember where Palm Springs is geographically. Like, is that deserty? Is that like deserty? I know America has lots of deserty bits. Very deserty, yeah. Is that like the Vegas side then? Like the Nevada deserty side? Los Angeles and Phoenix. Oh. Kind of then. Sort of. So my geography for America is largely made up of Flight Simulator knowledge and Grand Theft Auto. Vegas has similar temperatures in the summer. Guys, no wonder they all go gambling their lives away, doesn't it? Bloody hell. What do you want to do today, darling? Oh, I think I'll just go outside. Actually, no, I'm on fire. Okay, do you want to go gamble our life's earnings? Yes. Okay, there you go. Simple, really, isn't it? What else are they going to do? At least you've got shelter. I'd do the same. To be fair, casinos are nice and cool. Exactly my point. Because they want to keep the clientele there until they've got no money and then get rid of them. But there are casinos who, like people who spend a lot of time in there, don't they give them free hotel rooms at the casino and give them food and stuff for as long as they want if they keep on every day going to the casino. Is that correct? That might be old info, but I'm fairly sure there was something I was reading about that. I was like, what? Trying to keep people in. So it's like their home or whatever. If you stay there long enough, yes, management may come out and offer you free things. That's interesting. I think one of the only real experiences I had in a real casino was in Australia. And it was the Burswood Casino in Perth, Australia. And I went in there, and I forget, I just went on the roulette table. Won like, I don't know, I think it was like 50 quid or something. What was that, like, whatever that is in any other currency, and then walked out. I just wanted to win enough to buy drinks for the evening, and that's all I did. Just put it all on red, I think, and that was it. So, the way they look at you as well when you go into a casino, it's terrifying. Like they're trying to look through you, like, who is this person? I was like, okay, my first impressions of casinos are terrifying. This is nothing like playing cards or, you know, playing games digitally. I have one. Thank you for offering. Somebody offered me a Cosmo suit. DR? Someone wants DR. Sure. Delibra and Regine? 99999. What's this 999999? That's a lot of nines. They assume everyone is a potential cheater and pickpocket, but I guess. But I just want to. I didn't want to go in there and. You know, I haven't got the intelligence to do anything in a casino other than probably lose money. So I got my ass out of there. I made a bit of money, bought drinks, and left. And then we spent the rest of the evening drinking. That was it. Basically a free night out. Oh, death roll? I think it's a thing that's worldwide, but I don't often see it on EU. The last time I heard about death rolls was World of Warcraft. People used to do that all the time. But honestly, I don't see that on EU that much. Or if it is happening, I don't see it. Maybe you have to go to weird places to find it. Don't take it personally. If you had $100 million US in your building, you'd also be that paranoid. Maybe. But America has guns. Why would you mess with any of that, you know? It's the immediate deterrent. They have a right to, like, shoot your ass, so why would you even risk it? You'd go to, like, Europe or somewhere else if you were going to do something. Surely. You'd have to be pretty stupid. Hey, Kat, how we doing? Fran, what's this glamour? Oh, Cosmo suit, maybe? Alright, we'll have a look in a minute then. You never played WoW, so I'm not sure, but here it's slash dice 10 between two people to see who goes first, and whoever rolls first starts with the dice, and then you just dice the last person's roll. If you roll one, you lose. Ah. Max Gil. It's just a waste of Gil. Give me a second, friend, and I'll have a look. You're hunting? Oh, hunt. Achievements and stuff. Creatures. Unless you win and double your gil. Yeah, it gets to a certain point when there's not enough things to spend gil on, though. Did you know we have ammunition vending machines in grocery stores now? That sounds like something out of Cyberpunk. That's crazy. That's so crazy to me. That would be like having a vendor, like a vending machine in a toilet for knives in the UK. You know, it just wouldn't happen. Excellent choice, sir. Ah, machete. Like your style. 20 alt large mansions FC in a personnel Savoy. Why though? That's the question. Why? But what can you do with those? You can't live in all of them at once. Because why not? You only have 800 achievement points on this character if that makes you feel better. Oh, no. It's I never saw it as a competition-y type thing. It's more of my own goals and stuff with stuff like that. It's like with minions and stuff. I really don't care if, you know, I miss some that I'll never get again, or, you know, because they don't reprint some of the CDs and stuff. I just collect them because I enjoy collecting things, I guess. I don't know. it'll never be a complete collection, so. What's your ranking when it comes to achievements on your server? I have no idea. Probably 1/10000000th. And that's fine by me. How would you even find that? One of these weird scraping websites, like where it scrapes the data from a lodestone? I'm guessing, right? Like, what you call it? It was called like Lala achievements or something, right? And what's the other one? I think it's FFXIV collect or something. Lala achievements, but it does need access to your lodestone to reflect it. Ah, I see. Not in California, it's damn near impossible to get a gun here, let alone ammo. Really? Really? So what changed in California then? Over years? Okay, I need to remake that macro. Let's look at Friends Glamour then. I've seen this somewhere before. I'm trying to think where I've seen this before. Space ready for sure. What happened to the other half of the spacesuit? What? Did a vacuum delete that part? What happened? It wouldn't be a Fran Glamour without, you know, some exposed butt or something. Okay. I mean, yeah. Spacesuit, spacesuit. I like the fact you've gone for the best color, for the red. And then nice black. It reminds me of something. Where have I seen something like this where someone was in basically a thong and a spacesuit? I don't remember. Somewhere. Probably somewhere that isn't worth repeating. Yeah, so we got the Warden's attire boots there, which are really cool. The 2B bottoms. And then the Cosmo suit. What was your thought process behind this then, Fran? Give us some basic information then. Because my review of this glamour is accidental explosion in a vacuum caused half of my spacesuit to rip off. Spacesuit. Pants not included. That's actually a really good title. It's like batteries not included, but pants not included. Makes me think of those old pulp sci-fi things that have a pin-up model about a bubble helmet. Oh yeah, true. Huh. Had the legs outside of spaceship as they hit hyperspeed and the legs just disappear. Doctor Who half-converted Cybermen? Nice thighs. You get a nice thighs out of 10 from Jamie. And yeah. It's a sexy space cat. What is there more for me to say? The more we stare at this, the higher the view counter goes up on Twitch, right? Is that how it works these days? Do I need to change my my game listing to pools and recreation or whatever it's called? Pools and something. Is that what we need to do? It's all right. It's cool. I just, you know what I mean? You know what I'm going to say though? Two of the same set. I'm never happy when I see two of the same set, regardless of the butt. Lots of thighs going on here, actually. Lots of thighs. You use different gloves, but the chest and the helm, though. That's even worse. Hold on a minute. Your arms would explode. Well, they'd probably just freeze and shrink and fall off. It's only 2 items. It wouldn't be a spacesuit if it didn't have the top. Hey, there are ways of making spacesuits without using that top. I'm trying to think of how I would do that, but there is ways. You could use the Star Crew top. You know? Magical spacesuit. Amazing. What do you think, Pteranodon?
She looks like she's ready for her night out. Get it? Because space, it's always night here.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Pteranodon. Right, crafting time. Oh, crap. We were still on a mission. Wasn't timed, though. That's good. Where's the steel plate thing? Oh, yeah, we need a new standard metal plate. $2,100. There is no 2,100. What? 7. Huh? It's got to be that one then. Oh, it's leveled up. How dare it? How dare it level up? Oh, actually we're level 98 now. Oh. I think the arms would be the least of the problem after the legs are frozen. I mean, yeah. Why are you doing head things? Why you do this? Stop spamming emotes at me. Go to bed. You blowing bubbles on... This doesn't work on the moon? Fran, are you bored? I don't see any botany happening. All I saw was you complaining about not being able to do collectibles, and now you're here. Do you want to help? Do you want me to help you with the collectibles? I can tell you how to do them. No. Okay. What is even going on with you? Fran is definitely bored. Yeah, she finished Oblivion, quote unquote. I was like, all right, cool. So you did all of the quests then and stuff. What quests? I did the Mages Guild and everything. I was like, yeah, but what about, like, have you closed all the Oblivion gates? Well, I finished the story, so they all closed. But. Have you done Frostcrag Spire? No, there wasn't a quest. I was like, yes, there is. I have no idea. They're all closed. No, Fran, you must go back. Shut the jaws of Oblivion. Patrick Stewart told you to do it. Finished and completed are very different. That's true. That's true. See, Oblivion's the sort of game you need 80 hours to play. I think. Maybe even more. Easily, right? What emote is that? Which one? She's done so many in the space of like 4 minutes. That one? Wait, did this break? I don't know. Oh, because it's 2400 requirement. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to figure this out. Yeah, you need to do your, you know, the role quests for Dawn Trail, where you have to do all your tanks, your healers, etc., ranged foes, etc. And then there's another quest after it, and you get that emote. It's an okay emote. It's okay. Did we even make this one? I think it's that one. Stop doing malevolence. The way you could make that even scarier is do the /visor command intermittently with that face. I'm not sure what's scarier. Stop. Oh, this was not the right. Oh. No, screw it. We're not making another bloody macro. No, I quit this. I said I quit this. Get off the screen. Go. Beverage. We're just gonna make coffee until level 9. Yeah, 100 actually. We should be able to do that. She's preying upon me. What's new? It's because she's bored. Bless her. Fran, tell everybody how excited you are for Kingdom Hearts 4 and how you liked the screenshots that Square Enix put out, but I actually didn't understand what on earth they were showing. Why don't you play Balatro, Fran? It's the sort of game that you would get incredibly infuriated but addicted to. Like I do. Sora looks weird? Why? Why does he look weird? You like the old cartoony style? Yeah, they've gone for like this super almost realistic thing, right? It does mean that probably some of the worlds, if they're doing world visits again, like, you know, the Disney characters and stuff, maybe they'll be more stylized in the old ways. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is weird. I'm not sure what they're gonna do, honestly. I do know what they are gonna do for Kingdom Hearts, though. They're gonna cancel that game for the mobile game. I saw a post on Reddit where somebody was quite cynical. They put, wait, does that mean that Nomura will actually have to focus on Kingdom Hearts 4 storyline for Kingdom Hearts 4? I was like, oof. Oof. I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure it will be good. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is a storyline. I couldn't for the life of you explain it, though, personally. I have tried so many occasions to understand what was going on. I think it's the sort of game at the end of the day where you just go meh and then enjoy the visuals and maybe like sing along to the songs and be like, wow, it's that character from that film I watched when I was a child. Aside from that, I have no idea. It's cool though. Don't get me wrong, but I don't understand it. After Kingdom Hearts 2, I can't tell what's going on. I felt that way halfway through Kingdom Hearts 2. If Sora visited 14 and met Meoni, would they be a protagonist or an antagonist? What, Sora or me? Depends if Sora gave me a minion mount and a glamour or not. Like the Final Fantasy 16 crossover. If there were no rewards, I'd be the antagonist. Almost definitely. Got time for another beverage station. For some reason, I read that as Beyblades. I think my eyes are tired. I want Keyblades in 14. To be fair, Beyblades in 14 would be quite good as well. I'd play Beyblades. Yeah, Beyblade would be pretty cool. A new job class, Spinny Man? What, limited job or? Speaking of limited jobs, where's Puppet Master? Or Beastmaster? They took away the snowball on the moon? Really? I remember that. Are they trying to go super realistic for the moon? Doesn't make sense, does it? He was right about Scythe Man. You kind of were, yeah. You didn't get the you didn't predict Brushman though. Unfortunately. Alright, go on in, Fran. For the record, 8.0, you're allowed to come up with 3 different choices for your predictions. And they all have to be Fran predictions. So they have to have something man, okay? And we'll see if you're right or close to it. So it's likely we get a tank, right? Probably a Fizz ranged. So what's your go-to prediction? She's thinking about it clearly. I can see the cogs whirring away. Did you see the gold saucer on the mobile version? How much better it is? It's so sad. Tank with man. I mean, there could be like, well, we've had Axe Man, we've had Gunblade Man, you know, we've had Dark Man, we've got maybe ranged tank man or something. I don't know. Maybe pet tank man. Pet man. Big gauntlet man. All right, tank predictions. Hammer man. Hammer man is just a warrior. It's a warrior with the Gaia hammer. Let's be honest. We've asked for hammers for the longest time. They're not going to give us hammers. If it's a healer, bell man. That's Geomancer. You can't have bell man. A Viking would be cool. Viking man, cool. A black mage tank version. Yeah, I just like the weird concept of having a different spin on something, like messing with the position of where a tank would normally be. It'll probably never happen, but I like the idea of a ranged tank because it makes no sense, and it would be interesting to see it make no sense and then them make it make sense. You know what I mean? Something different. But we'll probably end up with just like, I don't know, something that they test in the 7.25 Shades Triangle content. One of the Phantom jobs will probably end up being one of the jobs they do in the future, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to have to look long and hard at those new Phantom jobs because any one of them could be made into a full job eventually. It's entirely likely. Fizz range would be like Ivy's weapon from Soul Calibur that can do short range and then go into whip form. So Ivy Man. Interesting. I do like the idea of whips as weapons. Like when you play through a Dark Souls game or something where there's a whip, it's always very weird to use a whip, but also quite fun. It's different. I think it'd be cool if we had dual pistols, something like that, like Una. Like a gunner. I know we've got machinist, but without the ether pack, you know? Let's have two massive pistols. Think about all the Tomb Raider glamours that we could make. Lunar material tool processing. Would a ranged tank be possible as the enmity would make the mob run to you? That's a good question. That's why I was like, maybe have a pet or like you project something to technically tank for you. And you like channel through it or something? I have no idea. It probably wouldn't work in this game, quite honestly. Castlevania. And if they add a magic, it should be my talisman demon idea. Talisman man. You don't know if you want any fizz range? Going from a no one wants to play this role to flavor of a month would be horrible. Yeah. I mean, it's likely, no? I'd be surprised if they didn't. It's the one thing we only have 3 of, so. I don't know. balls, what's it called? Survey? That's the one. Sometimes they made very early classes into different base ones, like Rogue to Ninja. They fixed that with Viper. It was thematically like a rogue in some ways. They could do something similar with Archer and make it Ranger or something. Ranger would be cool. Or Corsair or something like that. What? Oh, balls. It's supposed to be groundwork, isn't it? We have enough, actually. It's always these last couple of levels that is brutal. Something like a druid tank, where you turn into a creature. Yeah, I used to enjoy playing druid in WoW for a little bit. It's quite fun. Maybe they could do it justice. I think of all of the different creatures you could turn into in this game as well. Hey, Meoni, have you thought about doing a video on a new launcher skins? Not really. It was on a list at one point, but I don't know if it would be interesting. Not sure. Now to choose what's the next tool to make? All of them. Or make it like a dancer, but not like the class you got at level 50 in Terra with the chakrams. Oh. Oh, yeah. Like a blade dancer would be cool. Where you like spin blades around or something. Or like ribbons. I don't know. Heavy artillery gun. Maybe. Or even like the opposite of a machinist, just 2 pistols or something. There are so many easy options they could go for. Well, I say easy, but I don't think we have to worry too much about thematics in this game now. So they can do what they want. They could have like Chainsaw Man if they wanted to, I suppose. No, that's for sure. I don't know which one. I'm gonna say maybe armor, since I love the sound of blacksmith's hammer and groundwork. No, do that then. Do it. Do it. I do like the idea of a druid, though. Like have some kind of... I suppose they wouldn't have a tree form in this game, though, would they? They'd have like a concept form or something. The bear mount or something? Yeah, you turn into the bear, like the warrior and the paladin mounts and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, groundwork's pretty cool. Sound of a hammer hitting an anvil, for sure. Right, one more level, and then we're done with this. At least the setup of this. Raban's old 2 sword fighting style called blade dancing? I think so, yeah. Morboid. Yeah, I think it was blade dance or something. Maybe. I mean, they still have like muskets on the wall, don't they, in Limbs of Lamenta? just saying, maybe. A sniper class? Just turn into that guy from the Ivalice Alliance raid with the sniper rifle. Mustardio. Sniper mode. Why didn't you move from a mechanics? I was looking down my scope. Sorry. That's no excuse to stand in the fire. Yes, it is. Give ranged more reason to stand still. Oh, yeah, show us your hole, man. Yeah, where he's like, show us your hole. And then you have to turn your hole towards him, which makes no sense. Mustard Banana. Yes, that's his name, Mustard Banana. So Black Mage but Fizz ranged. Yeah. Basically, only I'm envisioning the idea that they just have like a James Bond-esque black screen with just a tiny little borehole like view in the center of the screen, and they have to aim at the boss and aim at weak points whilst avoiding mechanics that they can't see. It's like, you managed to do lots of damage to the boss. Here's a buff. Oh, by the way, you're standing in a mechanic. Like their limit break is just sniper mode. That'd be cool. The way I see it, Meoni, if Mystadio hits the barrier around the player, then the player gets hit with the shot, and debris from a broken wall ergo suffers more projectile damage. Yeah, but you have to face inward, so he'd just shoot you in the head, no? I don't know. I don't understand it. It's weird. It's a weird mechanic. You're a 150% bonus. Nice. Congrats. Oh, we're at the point where we can only scrape silvers now with this gear, this level 90 gear. Oh boy. Is the beverage one going to be broken? Please don't be broken. Meoni, what about a chicken class where you can be a chicken? You don't know much about 14. So that would be like Chocobo Rider or something. Or Chocobo Knight. That would be sick, actually, Chocobo Knight. And you get to be, what's his name? Oh, what's the guy's name from Final Fantasy X? On the Mihai the High Road. What's his name? The guy, and he's like, I'm such and such of the Chocobo Knights. That'd be cool. You just get to ride one into battle in a raid fight and summon it. That's cool. Yeah, Merrill Webb, I think, is a musketeer, yeah. That's what I mean. Why can't we have muskets? Why can't we have all of the things? If you thought about it, you could have leveled each crafter a few levels at the same time. That way you'd only have to change macros once all the jobs needed it. This would also incur me thinking about it. And I think it's a little bit late now, though. But yeah, I agree with you, but unfortunately, I didn't think about it. What happened to the Onion Knight tank class? That's just Paladin. You're an Onion Knight. I really want that helm. It still comes from Ventures, but it never... In all these years, I've never seen it come from a Venture. It's one of the rarest helms in the game, isn't it? That would also take so many inventory slots and skill slots as well, right? Hmm. Yeah, but the helm though. so rare. You bought the blue one via a code. Oh, cool. The only problem with codes like that is they're region locked, so I doubt there's any EU ones. Unless there is, I don't know. But you wish it was easier to create macros on console? Yeah, I agree. Because sometimes I'll go on the PlayStation that we have in the bedroom to finish some like stuff off, and if it wasn't for uploading and then downloading the character profile every single time, yeah, it's horrible. What's worse is if you don't have a keyboard plugged in, you have to use the software keyboard, which is awful. It's really not good. The macro recorder. Just, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, is there Discord integration with PlayStation 5 now? And if there is, can you copy things from it? Or is it not like, does it not look the same? Is it? I've not tried it yet. Does it still have the same like user interface, or is it just simplified garbage? Because if you could get access to the text channels, you could copy pasta from that, right? I don't know. Not tried it. Some codes are region free. I'm pretty sure the last time, because I purchased a code from somewhere myself for that helm, and it's North American only, and I wasn't able to use it, so I ended up giving it to one of my friends. But I think that one is region locked. You just use it for voice chat. But is there a text thing? Oh, there is. I don't think you can copy things from it. It's only text because Sony didn't want Discord to take over their own video sharing chat. Yeah, but their own video sharing chat's garbage. It's like the Switch 2's video chat is not going to be used by nearly anyone. I don't know why companies have this weird idea that they know how to do things proprietary better than other companies. Not saying that Discord's very good, because they're certainly on a slippery slope towards bad decisions, but Sony's is just like, what is this? It's the same for Xbox, though, to be fair. They're all as bad as each other. They don't care it's Sony? Well, maybe they should then, since they have started selling games with cross-platform. They gotta know that the majority of their audience plays on a PC now as well. Oh, Quick Venture Onion Night Shoes? Yeah. I don't have any of that stuff, sadly. Just never pops up. My retainers only ever bring me back somebody's like roof. Like they've stole somebody's roof and they bring me a roof, like a mansion roof or something. And then sometimes a minion, sometimes a bucket or whatever it is, like lumps of rock. Yeah. Not very good, my retainers. Kind of gave up on retainers. More than halfway through the level. Getting there. Definitely getting there. Nearly done. Most of the quick venture gear from one or whatever can be gotten from a later dungeon. That involves farming for it though. Oh, Clasco, there we go. And Lucille and Elma. Yes, Clasco. We could be Chocobo Knights. The thing is, though, the more I think about Final Fantasy X, the more I want a real summoner. I mean, the current versions, it's not bad, but I kind of like the idea of it being more, even more summonery than it is currently. Thank you for looking that up, though, Astrid. I'd completely forgotten. Completely had forgotten. Yeah, it is, Steve, but there's also quite a bit of RNG as well. This is going to be like 4 more crafts, you think? Something like that? Estimate? Technically, Ishgard has Chocobo Knights, we just don't see them. Because the combat would be a pain in the ass to program. Yeah, like lancing and stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool. I suppose it's just a dragoon on, or a paladin on the back of a chocobo, isn't it, really? Kinda. Dunno, I've no idea what they would even consider for class design. I'd like to think they're going to look at the phantom jobs and pick one and go, let's make this a real thing, but no idea. So close. Whoa. Baron says, what summoner has to do is summon the icon and then infusing it into itself, changing their spells to fit for summon they are borrowing the power from. And I don't mean only 2 skills, I mean their entire attacks, like with Bahamut and Phoenix, for example. With Ifrit, the summoner becomes like a red mage, but only with fire. And Titan is pure quick male, like a monk. With a Garuda is a cast-like bar mage from wind only. It's an interesting idea, like becoming the summons rather. So you mean kind of like Final Fantasy 16, basically, kinda. The one thing I've learnt about Summoner, I don't like melee. Like the Ifrit part of Summoner's rotation sucks. I hate it. It's the most irritating thing to do. Fran will agree with me there, probably. I guess it's kind of like the red mage combo, but you know, even then, I think it's the weakest part of it. Or one of the weak parts. They're onto such a good idea with the new like summoner user summons thing. I do think they need to go further. They need to experiment with what it actually means to be a summoner. Maybe go play FF10 and see what made that so good to be a summoner, you know? How fun it was to summon the summons and keep them on screen, and they had abilities and stuff, and at least Red Mage can do a fancy backflip after its melee combo. It's true. It's very true. I remember Hell's Kier, that fancy combo being quite entertaining, actually, to watch. True, technically, you haven't. I think the idea of summoning something onto screen and it not just disappearing when it's done one move is more enjoyable. I don't know how they could do that in this game, because they seem to be afraid of like pet classes, that kind of thing. I think it's because of the AI or whatever. I'm guessing, I have no idea. It'd be cool if Summoner was more like a Summoner though. Just feels like you're just pressing a button and then it disappears. Good evening, Andrew. How are you doing? How's things? Nearly level 100 again. And then we just hammer out the next couple of cosmic levels and we're good. And then in theory we should have only one more to do. And yeah. I mean, that's not gonna... Why did it break? Huh? Oh, because the food ran out. Fine. At least they give me enough mats. That's all I care about. What battle relic are you going after first? That's a good question. Probably Pictomancer, because that's what I normally like playing these days. It'll probably be Pictomancer, White Mage, Warrior, in that order. And then Dragoon. Then Samurai. Then probably Summoner. That kind of order, I think. Although I do hope they have come up with some better brush designs, because the Historia brush is it's interesting. You gonna go for main Picto though? Don't you see Meoni's not? Our static finally came to a point where we realized that people were not able to attend for the days that they said. So I'm on hiatus from raiding for a while. Probably the rest of the expansion, quite honestly. I don't know if I can be bothered to find a new raid group. But if somebody is recruiting or whatever, let me know. Of course, it's just me now. I have made the decision to step back from it. It was just too much. Like trying to find people each time. So we have Wednesdays and Thursdays back, so we can stream on those now. Without any worries, and we can enjoy all of the content. Like Shades Triangle without interruption. How far have you made this tier? This tier? We got to ads of the sick fight. We cleared the previous tier, and then we had really big issues with people not showing up and then flaking off or having decisions, real life related, universities and other things, and then recruiting people who said they can fill times, and then backing out at the last minute just a day before the raid day, and it got too much, quite honestly. We've replaced like it came down to like 8 or 9 people so far since the start of 7.2. Like 8 or 9 people we've had to go through, and it's kind of sad and depressing. So I decided for the first time since Shadowbringers to take a break from it and just be like, whatever. Because believe me, I love those fights. I was really enjoying the Sugar Riot. I was really enjoying Sugar Riot, and I knew what I needed to do, and I learned everything I needed to do, and I read up everything that I needed to do, and I looked at other people's clears. It was incredibly boring to not make any progress, but the reason we weren't making progress is because it was a different person or persons each week. And the answer a lot of people in the group seemed to sort of hover over was Party Finder. But my reaction to that is, if I wanted to Party Finder a raid tier, I wouldn't have joined a static. You know what I mean? So it might be me just being me, but I like the same people each time. So I technically quit. Because why should I? It is a fun fight. Like, they're all really fun fights. I looked up 7 and 8 as well. Like, I know roughly what to do. I just haven't done those fights, obviously. You know, we cleared the previous tier, no problem, but just people didn't want to have the commitment this time, and it is what it is. Raiding is a logistical challenge, and logistics isn't fun. It isn't fun when you're the only one that seems to have an idea of what a static group means. It definitely feels like we all had very different opinions on what was acceptable, what was actual progression. So yeah, it just happened. Like I say, if anybody's needing a ranged caster, that's my progress point, and let me know. I'm a free agent now. M7's not bad. Yeah, I see. I watch a lot of Rinon streams. It's been fun to learn through lots of streams like that. And I watch what's his name? I can never pronounce his name. Explosion, the guy who does the Black Mage guides on YouTube. Incredibly useful for any caster to watch. Can't say I blame you, Mio. I'm honestly just doing mining and crafting for now. I mean, there's plenty of other things in the game to do. It's not me saying goodbye to high-end stuff forever. It's just everybody I played with, that I enjoyed playing with, that felt the same way about raiding as a static, has left the game temporarily or permanently. So it's kind of just me, and everyone else that we'd recruited has taken their places, and then it's just all a bit of a mess, quite honestly. It's not the same. It doesn't feel the same, so I want to find a tight-knit community of people that, you know, at least attempts to show up on time. All right, there we go. Level 100. Cool. Now the macros are broken. Very good. Cool, now we can work on this. So we need 700 points into that. So now we just make some A rank missions. We delete the old ones for the most part. I think we delete the old ones. I think that's might be what I do. Let's see. Impact resistant containers is one of them. Hub furnishings and fixtures is another. It's going to be 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. So we need one that does 3s. Oh, that's a sequential, actually. Interesting. That could be fun to do. Let's do that. It will involve making a macro on the fly, but that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, so we need mining. Yo, Echo, thank you very much for the Prime. Thank you for 2 months. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. You know what? No, you know. Wow, I can't even speak. You know nobody on EU. Yeah, that's the problem. I used to know a lot of people, but all of the people I did know moved to Light or quit the game like not long afterwards. It's really weird. It's really weird. So we craft stuff with our armorer. We mine it. And we need... I see. Okay. Hey, friend. How we doing? Let me see if I can get this to work. Right, so if I remember correctly, this will be multiple items for crafting. So I need that. Wait, where's my bloody... Oh, it's there. There. And then we just do that. We need 4, I think. If I remember correctly, like the other ones, I think you need 4 nodes worth of resources. Pretty sure we do. Because it's 9 per craft, so yeah, about 4. Uno. Momento. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a good Friday. Boom, 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 boom. Suppose I should make the macro whilst I'm running around. 8 minutes is not long. Okay, just grab these last 2. And then it's survey storage containers, okay. Uh-huh. I just made a realization. The stats are wrong. Because of the food. Hold on. Hold on. 522, so 5233. 5233. 5173. 5173. With what? That's not right. Oh, you absolute arse. 5408. Glad I saw that before I made a mistake. 5216, so 5216. And then we got 630, yeah, that makes sense. And then there's yeah, and then it's level 100, yeah. Got all the time in the world, it's fine. It's not like we wasted food or anything. I should have probably remembered to do that before starting the quest, it's fine. Okay, cool. Do ba ba da bee boo ba ba da boom. Okay. Make me the containers of doom. How many do we need? We need like 3 of them. Okay. Could look up the things ahead of time. I could do, but yeah. You hate Party Finder, lol? I love the Bee Lady fight. Music was so catchy. Yeah, the music from a whole lot has been great, honestly. I've enjoyed the Arcadian storyline more than the MSQ. But I think most people are probably on the same page. Oh, is it part 2 already? You say it as if it was hard to do. Which was hard? Did I like the MSQ? Of Dawn Trail, no. I enjoyed parts of it, but overall I thought it was quite weak. The patch content's been getting better and better, like with Calyx and stuff, but at the same time, I would have preferred having a good basis. I thought that there was lots of characters that were not used that they're continuing to not use, and it feels a bit weird. That's my opinion, though. When do you think we'll get Beastmaster? 7.3? Maybe? 7.4? I mean, it's going to be 7.3, right? 7.4's too late. Is Sinus Adorum different in your server too? Yeah, every server's different progress. We're currently on this phase. Level 11 or whatever. Quite a bit different. Egg. Hey Divinus, how we doing? And Endwalker and Heavens would be your favorites. I think Shadowbringers was probably one of the peak moments for storytelling for me. It had probably one of... I think if we were to look at Shadowbringers as a whole, it was much more successful as a storyline. Like there was definitely downsides to parts of the storyline, but it does feel like it was a better, well-rounded set of storylines, if that made sense. You were always not guessing what was going to happen next from start to finish. It was very rare that you had a dull moment. It was more shocking than anything. It was good. I like that. It was high thrills. Whereas Dawn Trail was kind of like vacation time, which I get that's what they tried to do, but the llama quest, the food quest, without giving any context. Kryl got very badly short-handed. Yeah, it just wasn't really up there. Might likely the end of the year, probably, yeah. Meoni, I'll be honest, I wish the last role quest for Dawn Trail did not exist. Why? But the leveling role quests themselves felt like were mentors and those quest stories and in the MSQ. I thought the role quests were awful in Dawn Trail. They were okay, but compared to like Lamet's storyline and stuff, they were awful. It was a huge step back, in my opinion anyway. Huge step back. Let's see, so we got... So this is another mining one. Oh no, that's the same one. So we got a 3. 3 and a 4. But we're gonna need... we're gonna need... we should do this one. Hub furnishings and fixtures so that we have a static one that's not running around like an idiot. Just gonna call it that. This is incredibly messy. Okay. 66, no. D6600. DU40. Bench. This is a basic thing. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. It should be easily spammable. I don't see it as perfect, but I enjoyed it. That's good. It's good that people enjoy different things. Otherwise, the world would be weird. It's nice to have a more light-hearted new start after 2 dark expansions. It also shows how to... I understand why people think that, but at the same time, it feels less Final Fantasy to me to not have that twist of the knife, you know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of hoping that the patch content gets a little bit darker, and it should do in theory. I'm waiting for the moment where something very bad happens, and I'll be there. I'll be excited for it. They have a chance to send us across Tyrol, but no, that sounds better. Well, it's because about the it's the Tyrol Vidral, isn't it? Like the idea that they would go over to our parts of the world sort of thing. Our home territories. I could understand that. It just felt a little bit... It was kind of not sure what it wanted to be. It was like half Hildebrand, but not quite half enough. But also half serious, but not half quite serious enough. It was that weird borderline where it didn't work. Hildebrand works because it's insane, and I love it. You know? Other role quests work because they're serious topics with threats. Whereas this was a bit all over the place, really. A bit strange. And some of the antagonists were just like, why? Without spoiling anything. I thought the ending was a bit weird. Since people do comparisons to Stormbloods, Zeraljar in Base Trail is a much better written character than Xenos. Yeah, where's the Weather Vane guy? The guy that stands next to Weather Vane in the town. You know the Skywatcher NPCs in towns? They are written better than Xenos. That's my opinion. Probably going to annoy a lot of people by saying that. Chloe Aliapo has a better storyline than Xenoshia Galvis. Saigetsu the Namazu actually unironically does have a better character storyline and plot than Xenoshia Galvis. Actually, the Namazu Beast Tribe has a better storyline than the entirety of Girabanya. Prove me wrong. The Namazu Society quest, or Beast Tribe as it used to be called, is superior in almost every way to that part of the storyline in Stormblood. It is amazing. It's like they put all of the budget into the Namazu, and it was brilliant. That's why I love them so much. Chloe is more evil than Xenos? Probably. Yeah, it's server specific, so like every single server has its own status. For example, mine is a Ragnarok server, which is sort of low pop. We're about middle of the road. Light's a lot further ahead than Chaos Data Center. Oceanic is trailing behind quite badly because of population issues. North America on Ether, at least, is the current top. Crystal is sort of there as well. And Dynamis is suffering. And Primal's kind of similar to Crystal for the most part. And Japan is, well, yeah, made up of Elemental that's storming ahead. And then nearly everyone else is at the same kind of point, I guess. I can see the light at the end of a tunnel. This isn't going to take too long. That's true. It's very true. Becomes dragon, dies. Yeah. Let him stay dead, please. Please. Please, 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 please. If you're going to bring back any character, and you had a choice to bring back one character from any previous storyline that is no longer here, what would you choose? Mine would be Papa Limo. Because there was a lot more storyline to be told there, I feel. And he had like one of the weirdest voice lines ever. Moonbreeder? Emmett Selk. Emmett Selk would definitely win, yeah. I'd agree with you, probably. I mean, Emmett never left, really, though. He's still with us. Isael. Louisoir, there you go. Just accidentally realizes that he's not dead. He actually just time skipped. Just shows up on a moon. Meanwhile, Louisoir Levier has just been, you know, the TV show Quantum Leap from the 80s, 90s? That's basically been Louisoir Levier's life for the past 10 years. In my headcanon, he's still out there. Trying to find a way back home. And his friend Al and Ziggy. Hypnodeus? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do like the twins and move on. Yeah. See, the twins are a perfect example of a pair of characters that very early on in A Realm Reborn I didn't like. Like, I thought they were horrible. And then when, funnily enough, when they got new voice actors, the life that was brought into those characters, not to besmirch the efforts of those who came before, but I do believe that the voice talent that they have now, especially for the twins, especially for the Scions, definitely makes me enjoy their company a lot more, and I care more about their well, I just care more about them than I did before. I used to sigh every time they'd be on a cutscene, but yeah, now I'm looking forward to it. That's the difference though, isn't it? Don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but let's see, that's a 2. Ooh, is that the one I think it is? Yeah, I like these ones. These are the good ones. I like these a lot. These are the expert ones. They're easy. Super duper easy, in fact. Well, they were. He always thought I'd love to just sat with Emmett and learned all I could about his time before the end. Yeah, short but sweet, isn't it? Definitely, the whole concept of that experience of time travel and stuff was fun. You really did not like Alphino in A Realm Reborn, but he was forced to grow up and I actually liked him. Yeah. Definitely changed for the better. Completely. You personally don't want more of the Ancients, at least not until the next expansion if they have any of them. Yeah, I guess. It really depends what certain person in coat is. But it wouldn't surprise me if certain person in coat in current storyline might be. That's my guess anyway. Mericidia? The Australia of Final Fantasy. That'll be fun. We'll get this weapon done. We'll go to Mericidia, and there'll be dragons in Mikote. That sounds like heaven. That's perfect. And different tribes, yeah, like the different letter-related tribes and stuff. And people who were subjugated by Allegan torture. Heaven? Huh? Oh yeah, because it would be heaven, yeah. True. Yeah, yeah. Careful with the use of that word, but you are right, yeah. As far as I know, you are correct. I just screwed this craft up by pressing the wrong button twice. That's amazing. Okay, that's fine. Tree people. I've been promised tree people now. I expect tree people. I want it to be tremendous. We are the tree people. I expected you to live in trees. No, that'd be silly. We have branches and roots for legs. So they're just like a bunch of treant people. But the brochure specifically said tree people. Yes, we are the tree people. Ah, I see. They should have elaborated on what kind of tree people you meant. Definitely got to the root of those problems. What is this they're making? Cosmetized ilmenite. Ilmenite plate. Ilmenite. That sounds cool. Is that based on anything or? Ilmenite. It's because we're not using the Tisan. And there's also a good factor of RNG there as well. Yeah, it's definitely making those macros based on use of that, but that's fine. Still gold rated. It's cool. Then we get to level up, and then we have one last bar to do. For this job, at least. Class thing. Alright, easy mode. Now we just bash out the rest of this. So we need 3s and 4s. And we only need 500 4s. And then a little bit over 400 of the other one, which is 3s. Okay, easy mode. Okay, so starship building materials we haven't done. I did have a macro for this, but I'm not sure I saved it. That'll be when I actually named things properly, which was a long time ago. Which I didn't name any of this stuff properly, did I? 9100. Let's just make a new one. 9100 EU 35. Wait, how do you spell indurite? Oh, indurate. Boom, 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 boom. Take it easy, Naz. Thank you for hanging out with us. Have a fantastic evening. I'm going to finish this weapon off and probably do the same. Bum, 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 bum. Oh wow, you only get 2 minutes for this? Oof. Oof. That's a bit rough, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have been messing around for so long. It's doable. It's probably not doable now. You changed your CP value on all your crafters, meaning now I need to remake my macros with a proper CP. Yay! Fun. Fun times. The most enjoyment you've had all day. Oh, you just added 8 CP on all crafters? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I should have started this earlier. This is going to be not possible, I don't think. Yeah, that's not going to be possible. Let's just get the bronze rating and do it again. Now we have the macro. High conductivity culinary tools. Interesting. A frying pan. Make that skillet. Having to meld tools is a material thing, yeah. Did the budget meld since pentamelding is going to be pointless if new crafting gear drops? Yeah, but 7.3 isn't going to be for a very long time. Like, we have no idea when that's going to be. It's going to be, what, a couple months? Something like that? That's a couple of months where I've got to grind out some points, so... I just bought them off the market board with the melds already in. Could pen and meld them again myself now that I've leveled up, but... Oh, nice. That's definitely the mission to go for. Yeah, that's a good mission. I like that one. Holy crap, dude. That is a very cool mission. Have you seen the WoW housing news? No, I haven't seen any new news. I looked at the last 2 new newses. What's new? What's new in news? Have they added another blog post or something? Or is it out yet? When does it come out? So many questions. You don't want to spend all your money on material or go crunch? Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. Bum, 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 bum. I love that mission. That mission's awesome. That is a very cool mission. A lot of streamers tried it, apparently. Oh, really? Cool. You mean a lot of WoW streamers? Hmm. Yeah, then ask me anything with 2 devs. Oh, cool. Yeah, I look forward to whenever it's out and booting the game up and trying it. Sure. Construction necessities and high conductivity. Yeah, the high conductivity. High conductivity culinary tools is the one we just did. Yeah, which is really good. Hmm. Nice and quick, aren't they? Very cool. Was there anything interesting that came from the AMA, or did you not watch it? I'm curious to see how Final Fantasy will respond to it, if at all. Like, if they will change anything to do with our housing system as a result. I'm guessing probably not, but hopefully things have a knock-on effect for the best, you know? Usually influence is a powerful thing. Avoid fine-grained material processing and start shipbuilding materials. Okay. Is that because they just take too long? $10,000 items in your house. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a nice number. I wonder how they're going to deal with that server side. Like how much strain that puts on. Curious. You have a cheat sheet for all jobs? Oh, nice. Yeah, if you want to post it in YouTube chat, go ahead. I think it'll let you. I think. Can't promise that, but I've no idea what the moderation system is like on YouTube. Not a clue. Not a clue. Oh, it's a Google Doc. Cool. I've got a Google Doc somebody gave me for the fishing stuff, which was actually quite useful, to be fair. Oh, you got it off a YouTube video. Ah. Yeah, once I've got all the macros set up for the A rank stuff, I'm gonna off stream. I'm gonna delete everything off of the individual page. All of the old macros off the individual page, not the shared page, and start again, and then have like A tier, B tier, and then for all of them with the durability and progress quality requirements, and then I'll have everything nice and neat so that I can just blast through stuff when I want to. Yeah, 10,000 items is insane, but it's cool. If they can pull it off, right? I used the wrong macro, didn't I? Hold on a minute. That's what I get for being silly. Yeah, this mission's definitely not one for speed. It's cool to do, but we'll just spam the other one, the skillet, I think. It's quicker. Obviously. Okay. It's just armor of 3s now. What was that? Did I get an achievement then? What was that? No? Oh, I thought it was an achievement. That one gives 3s. Let's do that one. The hub bench. Hub bench. There's the bench. That's what we need. You don't really like the field operations, and the fact you'll have to get your relics there again feels so As far as I know, isn't there supposed to be 2 different ways of doing it? I'm not sure if both of them require the field instance though. You're probably right, but maybe not this time. I'm not 100% sure. Until we get like patch notes or some other info, I can't say for sure, but I thought the criticism they had of people not wanting to do the field instance may have been taken into consideration. You've released a relic from each expansion except for Stormblood and Shadowbringers. Fair enough. By the way, Meoni, it kind of pays off if you max out the red numbers when you're collecting all of the data. What? Wait, am I reading? What's this in context with? By the way, Meoni, it kind of pays off if you max out the red numbers. What do you mean? The red numbers. Sorry, I don't follow. What red numbers? When they introduced a Court Crescent. In context for the tools. Oh, yeah, maxing out the red numbers. Oh, yeah. When they bring out the next one. True, yeah. More often than not, you end up doing accidentally anyway, so it just sort of happens. I wondered what you meant then. I was so confused. Sorry. If the outside options for the relic are more lenient than what the resistance weapons want. Yeah, the resistance weapon ones were interesting, especially when they forced you to do Delibera Regine and stuff. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. As you know, I'm a glutton for that kind of stuff. I enjoy grinding dungeons and things, but I know a lot of people were upset. I will be on record here. I would still rather do any other relic than Hildebrand ones. Any other relic. I've done them, but I cannot stand it just being tomes every time. I would do any... You point me towards any relic, however problematic it is, I would rather do it than any Hildebrand one ever again. That style of relic sucked. I hate it. Like, visually they're awesome. Don't get me wrong. The storyline was fine. Just tomes sucked. It was boring. Boring, repetitive, no goals, no kind of prestige, just waste of time. Their tome weapons with a glow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They weren't relic weapons. They didn't deserve to be classed in the same thing as relic weapons, which is a real shame. Cash shop relic. I wouldn't go that far. Cash shop? Just AFK and get a relic, yeah, basically. You're not wrong. Do your roulettes each day, relic, yeah. Passive relic income. We need like Elden Ring style content. think we just need like Atmas and light stages back, to be fair, dude. Like, I'm not sure why we went away from that stuff, because yeah, the tedium was tedium, but you felt like you accomplished something. Or I should preface, I felt like I accomplished something. Up furnishings and fixtures. Shame we can't spam pans for this one. Do not make me have to wait for a specific rare fate, Meoni. Specific rare fate? Atmas weren't specific fates. It was fate in area. But yeah, it's supposed to be a relic weapon, you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to go, how cool, how many weapons do you have? I have 2. Whoa! You know? If somebody has all of the relic weapons from something, then you're supposed to be like, wow, this person has no life. And have a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of prestige. I'm not asking to, you know, it's not the Warglaives of Azzinoth, you know, it's nothing crazy. It's not a legendary, but it's the closest thing we have in the game. And it's something that this MMO is severely lacking. It really is. And you can't even say that the ultimate weapons are even remotely to the same thing. They're not. Didn't take too long to do the Atmas though, to be fair, and the books. Oh, the books? Yeah, I've done what, seven of the Realm Reborn ones? I actually enjoy those. I started off hating them and now I actually love them. And it's stuff like the Hildebrand relic that makes me look back and go back and do old relics and go, yeah, they're infinitely better in nearly every way. Because the likelihood is that the difference between the person who has all of the Realm Reborn relics and the person who has like half of one is the person who did half of it couldn't hack it. They couldn't stick with it. You know, they at most they probably get whichever their favorite one is, and then they stop, right? And that's fine. There has to be something to work towards in a video game like this, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be this boring when everybody has the same stuff. I know where you're coming from, but at the same time, you've got to understand, at some point during playing an MMO for long enough, or any MMO, that you get to a point where you're like, I wish there were more things tangible that we could work towards over the course of 11 years. Do you know what I mean? It's cool having instant delivery of something within a week. It is, but it's also nice to have something that is such a gargantuan task to complete everything of that you only ever do it once, or you do it over the course of like your entire lifetime of playing the game. It's the same with single player RPGs. The amount of hours extra you put in to try and 100% a game. It's like the old Final Fantasy games. It's very comparable to that. Like, people who figure out how powerful it is to get on disc 1 of a game before disc 2, that sort of stuff. What sort of stats you can get in Final Fantasy VIII, like how broken you can make junctioning and basically desynth in that game. The answer is very broken. And like the card ability. Good memories. Without something like that, the game feels hollow. Which is also the reason why I dislike expansions where we don't have field instances. because it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's not designed to be everyone's cup of tea. It's the same reason that cosmic exploration isn't designed to be everyone's cup of tea. A greater variety of content does not equal a worse game. If anything, it needs more. It needs something so niche and obscure that only like 10% of our population do it. It needs content like that. In reality, the crossover between content is a lot less drastic than that. And the majority of people who are on the moon doing silly achievements are the same people who do ultimate raids, so... or Savage Week 1. To be fair. Someone's complaining on a hair dye video that they don't understand why you're promoting it because they can't get it. I mean... that's an interesting problem for them. But what do they want me to do? I said, like, Europe. It's less of a promotion and more of, look, this is cool stuff I got sent. But, okay. You're always going to get comments like that, Fran. I wouldn't give it 5 seconds of even thought. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Square Enix and Schwarzkopf sent out a very cool, like, care package. It had the hair color dyes and a massive towel that's embroidered with minion icons on it, and a clear sort of bag with minions on it, and a set of stuff. It was really cool, but people are moaning because they moan. They're moaning that the video exists more than anything, which is like, okay, right. The reason I make the videos I do is... would you rather me just, like, close the curtains and not show anything ever that happens? I don't understand. I really don't understand people. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's... Here's how it went down, okay? Alright? This is why it's hashtag gifted, not ad, because it's not an ad, but it's a gifted thing, so you have to put that disclaimer, right? So that's what I did. Square Enix go, hey, so we're asking if people are interested in these Schwarzkopf collab stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, well, would it be okay to send some stuff to you? There was no request to make a video. There was no request to do anything. They just wanted to send me stuff. But there was also no reason for me not to do a video, because I'm not the sort of person who will sit there, gets given something by a company that they respect and think is cool, and then not make a video on it. And I don't care what people think, honestly. You know, I've had all sorts of things sent to me in the past, like the moon globe, the spinny moon globe. I thought it was cool, so I showed people on YouTube. I didn't keep it to myself. I didn't have to make a video. People fail to understand why I make videos, and I think that it's going to get to a certain point when I realize that it's for my own enjoyment as well. Like, I like to make things, to document things. This is a way of me sharing things with the people that give a crap. How many that is, I don't mind. It's like Fashion Report. Fashion Report is like one of the least viewed videos nowadays because people just expect infographics. And that's fine. Do I stop making them? No. I've done over, what, 381 of them now? I don't care. I'm gonna still do them every single week because I said I was gonna do them when I'm doing them. If there's like 20 people watching them, I don't care. But that's the difference, I guess. And the same goes for unboxings. It's like I purchased the tabletop RPG. I filmed that yesterday in the Lightbox, and that's currently on my editing timeline, and I've been working out how to edit that together and trying to figure out how to make it look decent. I bought that with my own money because I'm interested in the tabletop RPG. But people are going to moan about that probably. I really don't care. If you listen to every single one person that seems to moan, then you'll be here all sentry in a negative sort of mindset. So screw those people. Right, let's turn in. Yay! Number 10. That's a very small hammer. Boom. Another one down. Let's have a look at it then. Oh, no armory space. Lovely. Oh man, something else I need to fix. Need more armory space, Yoshi P. Please. Okay, so is it similar to the other one? Let's see. Let's /sit so that we clear our progress thing on emotes. Wait for her to go into the other idle animation. Okay. Depth of field, please. Thank you. Oh. I mean, it's kind of cool. It doesn't have one of those like button switches like the red switch that the blacksmith one has on it, which is actually, I think, better. What a weird shape though. Like a zigzag, like it's on hinges or something. I mean, it clearly isn't, but it's very strange. Huh. Yeah, it's like a little mallet or something. Because you'd imagine that this shape here would absorb a lot of the shock, right? Instead of the majority of the kinetic energy flowing into the hammer. So it's probably going to hit a lot less. Yeah. But it does have like the cone for shaping, like of helmets and things on the back. That you would normally have on an anvil. Or for like making indentations. That's cool. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but I suppose these last few aren't going to be the biggest, is it? Looks like the things the opticians use to look at your eyes. What, like look through that bit and then downwards? Teeny weeny hammer. You promote a game, it's in their best interest to send you stuff? Yeah, I mean, I never ask for it, though. That's the thing. And 9 times out of 10, they don't ask me to do anything with it. It's just like, here, there's a thing. Unless it's in a case of like they're trying to promote something like the mobile game that one time, and then everybody got really angry at that, but you know, you can't win. Yeah, it's cool. I like that. That's another one added to the collection. Lovely jubbly. Right, so we're 10 out of 11 now. Holy moly. We've just got goldsmithing left to do, and that's at level 3. Okie dokie then. I think what we'll do is we'll do a nice stream tomorrow and do goldsmithing. Because I think if I carry on now, I will probably fall asleep. But yeah, there should be some videos out tomorrow. Depends how quickly I can get a couple of these projects rendered out. Well, edited and rendered. I've got to do some editing. I've got to get some audio recorded. And there's a few other bits and pieces as well. And then if we can wrap up goldsmithing tomorrow, that means then we can record a nice little showcase of what they look like, all of them. And then do all of the die previews on them. And then we can work on points, which will be the plan after that, up until Shade's Triangle. So you're not going to get rid of me that easy. But yeah, it's quite a lot of things to do. There's also some other things, some other bits and pieces we need to talk about in videos as well. So we'll be a little bit busy, but that's good for you because you've got plenty of things that are going to be coming out to watch. Hopefully when the next batch of tools upgrades come out, they'll glow or sprinkle or something. I mean, there's 4 moons, so maybe there's a glow every 2 moons or something. That'd be cool. Kind of what they do with the relic weapons sort of thing, maybe. It looks average size to you, above average even. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah. But either way, like the reason I do what I do is because I enjoy doing it. So that's the #1 reason. Right. Speaking of wrapping things up then, that's going to be it for today's pretty short stream. Sorry about that, just 3 hours, but I'm sure most of you are bored anyway. But we should get this done and out of the way, and then we can focus on other things tomorrow. So, yes. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for the support. Your views mean everything to me, so I appreciate you. Have a fantastic weekend if I don't see you again, or have a fantastic evening. On Twitch, we'll find somebody to raid, hopefully, and on YouTube, I have to say goodnight because there isn't really a raid feature. But yeah, have a fantastic evening. I even sat here watching you whilst a cat sleeps on the lap. Aww, stroke the kitty. Stroke the kitty. Makes me wish I still had a pet, honestly. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right, who's streaming? Let's see. We've got... Is anybody streaming 14? No. Interesting. There's not many people playing 14 on my my follower list. Quite surprising, actually. All right, well, good night, everyone. Bye-bye.